Wow, that was really loud. Hello, and welcome back to What the Funnel podcast. So, as promised, I wanted to share a AI tool that I tried in the last month or so. As marketers, we often have a lot of pressure to increase our social following, and this is because of the user journey, right? Even if you're in B2B and you may rely on one channel more than the others, for example, LinkedIn to make a sale, the truth is that potential customers will still check your other channels like Facebook or Instagram, even TikTok, before they make a decision. Sometimes it's just hygiene factor to look at, your following to get a sense of how credible your brand is and the track record that you have achieved before they decide to enlist your services. So, but I'm against, unethical marketing, things like buying bots to inflate your following, because I believe it is a short-term measure that will come at the expense of your brand's value over the long term. And I think ethics is so important as the foundation of your brand, right? So I will not recommend buying bots to inflate your following, even if you know that is important in how customers make a judgment or an assessment of the credibility of your brand. So then what can you do? So when I came across this tool, Pixi, that talks about getting real Instagram followers using organic AI growth and automation, that was very interesting to me because the whole idea here is there will be no bots, no followers. It is a tool that helps you amplify your current content to reach new segments that you otherwise would not have been able to reach through various targeted parameters. For example, geographical reach, what are their interests, what is their age group, number of following, whether you want business accounts or not, and other parameters such as that we will explore shortly. So let me just bring you into my account. I've linked this up with our business account independence, right? So you can take a look. So this is the following trend, the number of followers that have come onto our account because of Plixi. So it started off at about 235, and this has grown over 30 days to 824. Very significant, right? Almost 600 followers, which is almost four times, the size that it was. So really huge numbers, very significant. But of course, with any tool, you shouldn't just look at the top line numbers, even though that looks very impressive as it is. It is also very important to look at, where are these numbers coming from? Are these legit accounts? And just trying to understand if they do fit the profile of your ideal client profile. So this is an example of some of our content on our account and how it has, performed, right, through this account and through this tool. It does show you, for example, who are the new followers that have come to know about independence through this tool and how they found out about our content. So, for example, the advertising hashtag, marketing here, which was some of the parameters that I put in to reach out to new segments. Okay, it does give you an live activity feed here as well. And this is also interesting, breakdown of country, but it doesn't really show the breakdown here, but it seems primarily from US, if that's what the highlighted bit means. This is an interesting one. So primarily 4,000 organic, about 859 came from the Discover page, and 138 DM share, 482 search. I'm just curious, right? What are they searching for? Maybe searching for those hashtags and then define my account. So let's take a look at growth settings. This is an interesting bit because this is where you do all your targeting parameters. So Instagram is the channel here, but you can also use TikTok. I've not tried that one. This is activity speed. Previously I had it on slow, so I only changed it to turbo today. So if, as you saw the number, it's 732 follower growth, right? Imagine if I did turbo, maybe it would be double or triple that. I'm not sure. You can add all the relevant parameters here for hashtags. These are the markets and the countries that you can target. The coverage in Asia, though, is limited, right? There's no coverage in Singapore, Malaysia, for instance, Thailand. So I hope they might consider extending reach. And these are some target based on interests. right? And I also hope that they may look at, specific niche like marketing, advertising, tips on AI, things like that, that could again bring us closer to our ideal client profile. This is, the following, so you can target them there. There's also additional settings like autopilot. So if you want on-demand access to growth marketing experts, as well as other experts to help us further identify our niche and target audience, which is quite interesting, right? So, and other features like whether you want to ignore business profiles or ignore verified, as I mentioned, which doesn't make sense to me. So yeah, this is it. This is a tool. It's quite good. I think you can consider using it given that it's free. And if you find that it's outstanding, maybe even give the paid version a try, right? I think it does work in the numbers. The only thing is maybe, the followers are not, I don't know if they're fully close to who might be your ideal client profile, but it's a test. Let's take a look at one maybe, right? So say this one has a quality score of 97. So this is the profiles of those who have liked or stumbled upon my social media account through Pixi. So this is one of them. Looks fairly legit, right? There's an account name. Oh dear, why is it all hit? Pix. Okay. Um, yeah. So, you can check out all the accounts of the followers you've liked, and see whether it makes sense to try it in your marketing stack. I hope that was helpful. Stay tuned for the next episode of What the Funnel. Thank you.